Hey there. Welcome to the No Sugar Added podcast, where three friends keep it real and don't sugarcoat what's wrong with today's relationships and dating scene, with your host, Dan, J-Fabs, and Jean-Claude.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to episode 10 of No Sugar Added. Today's topic is privacy. My name is Dan. I am your host. I'm joined with our buddy Claude. He's back again, of course.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, bro, I'm one of the founders of the podcast. Of course, I have to be back.
We thought about ripping you a few times, just letting you loose a little bit.
Jesus.
So J-Fab's gonna make it tonight.
Scheduling conflict.
So we brought a guest on, a cutie too. Ladies, I'm just kidding. He's married. This is Oscar Big O, aka Big O. What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. First time in the podcast, so I'm, excited to, speak us about some certain topics about privacy and
other things.
We'll see what everybody thinks about. Everybody has their own opinions.
Yeah.
And your status for the viewers?
Yeah. What's your status? Single, married, widowed?
Yeah.
No. I expect the last.
I am married. I am married and have a newborn.
My goddaughter.
Yes, Claudio's goddaughter.
Yes, I am the godfather to his daughter. Love Emmy. Okay.
I'm just a favorite uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta give presents too,
Yo, you want to go splitsies on her first birthday present?
So, hey, if you say splits, how much is that?
I don't know, bro. We'll see.
All right, you let me know.
Okay. So, what are we talking about, guys? We're talking about privacy today. What kind of privacy are we talking about?
I'm assuming privacy between, couples and their own personal
shit.
Their own personal shit that, that somebody single would normally do. I guess your phone, texts, phone calls,
A GPS location.
So let me tell the viewers how I came up with the topic. So originally, my coworker told me that he has his girl's location and that his girl has his location. I found that very, very odd because I didn't know that iPhones could do that. And then another friend of mine told me that in their relationship, they also do that, which I found that also very odd because that's just a weird thing to do. I don't think that people need to know where everyone else is at every given moment. I feel like we need a little bit of privacy. I personally sometimes have hard days where, not gonna lie, on lunch, I'll go to the bar and have like 2 beers and a burger. It's not that anyone should know where I am. I just prefer to be alone and digest the day.
Okay, real quick. This topic can end in like 2 seconds real quick. Are your friends Apple users? Do they have iPhones?
Yeah, they all have iPhones.
All right, we're done. That's it. It's just iPhone people asking for location. That's it. You walk up to a girl and a couple who have Androids. They're not asking for location. Like, locations, I trust my partner. All right, it's only the Apple people who are sus.
So wait, hold on. You can't do that with as far as I know, you can't do that with Androids, right?
No, but there are ways.
There are ways,
third-party apps, stuff like that. So it's possible. It's just nothing built in like
almost
Apple.
Automatic with Apple.
Yeah, they only have
Well, I mean, it's not automatic either. It's
you both have to choose. Yeah, you both have to
I'm
choose.
gonna share your location and you can share my location.
The only thing Android has is just like if you lost your phone, you can locate it that way.
Damn, I don't even have that on my phone. Like I literally, so if I lose my phone, I'm done.
Yeah, you should download that app then.
I mean, you've always been on old phones anyway, so that's nothing.
Yo,
right.
why are you guys attacking my phone, bro?
It should be lost.
Oh my god, my baby.
No, but I agree with what you said. Like, I believe everybody should have their own privacy, and that, I mean, not that you're hiding anything, but it's just, your own thing. If your partner's always checking on your phone or has to know where you are, then there's obviously something else going on there and something wrong already to begin with. So, it's all about trust. And, just picture this. Imagine if like somebody goes like, hey, let me run your phone right now. And they find nothing. What, it's just awkward then? Like,
yeah, it's awkward because it's just like, what was the point of that?
Exactly. And then it just shows that person doesn't trust you for whatever reason. But
Yeah, I guess it depends really on how you're looking at it. Like, I mean, if your significant other's asking and lurking in your phone, then obviously yes, there's trust issues, 100%. But let's say what happens when Claudio's randomly sitting on the couch and then he sees his significant other's phone sitting there, and then he has the urge to look.
Oh, no. I don't have the urge to look. We have a very concrete rule. We don't look at each other's phones because what's the word I'm looking for?
Trust each other, right? I mean,
Yeah, we trust each other, and not just that. There's another word. We respect each other's privacy. My thing with this topic, the reason why I wanted to bring it up, it's only for the fact that I feel like in our generation, and even the younger generation, like Generation Z, not the generation that came before us, not really. The early Facebook years, remember, we used to post up everything that we were doing. Like,
I mean, some people still do.
yo, no, it's true. Some people still do,
No,
but
I mean, yeah.
yeah, you're the one telling everyone like, oh, Dan, Claudio, and Oscar are at the movies or some shit.
we
Like,
had that strip club, man. No. Come through.
so yeah, I was looking at that. I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about how, like, even on Instagram, like, everyone's posting up every single like big milestone, every thing that happened in their day, like even through Instagram stories, right?
Yep.
The 24-hour things, like,
Yep.
oh,
Yep.
I'm drinking a beer on a cliff, like, great, but do we need to know that? Like, to me, it doesn't matter, but it's just like I feel like everyone's trying to show their life at every given moment. Like, you know what? Like, another perfect example. Have you guys ever heard of the app Be Real?
No.
No, it's
No.
a Gen Z app. It's more Gen Z. So unlike Instagram, where like you can obviously stage something and then take a picture, and it looks like, oh, they're having a $1,000 shopathon in Burberry or whatever. In Be Real, the app itself tells you like, hey, take a picture right now. I mean, like, you have to take a picture of what's happening at that very moment. There's no staging. The app just goes off at any random time, and you have to take a picture, and that's how the app works. To me, that is different comparative to Instagram and Facebook, where you can stage things. I know it's very weird, but
No, I didn't say weird. I said interesting.
you know, it's
So
interesting.
Like on a timer, like a schedule to like remind you, hey, keep up with social media.
Well, it's not on his schedule. It's more like, it's when I say it's random. Like, perfect example. My brother, he has it, and he told me that like one time it woke him up at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Like, take a picture of what's going on right now, and he like literally took a picture of himself in bed, like. And
So like, where does it go? Does it get transferred to one of your accounts to social media, or is it just on that Be Real?
It's just on that Be
app?
Real. Like, whatever friends you have on Be Real will see that. Like, oh, you know, like random thing, like literally random things just happen at random times when the app tells you to do it. So to me, that is farther away comparative to the Instagram and Facebook model that we've been so used to. Even MySpace, going far back to MySpace, we used to post up every single little detail of our lives. Oh, Dan Joffrey is listening to Taking Back Sunday. You know, stuff like that. The small stuff.
Well, I mean, I think there's different degrees to the posting. Like, obviously, you guys know I have Facebook, I have Snapchat, I have Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I barely post anything.
I
barely post anything.
Likewise, I barely post anything.
I know Dan, sometimes he posts up stuff about, like, us tagged in movie theater or wherever we go, which is fine. But then you have other people out there where, like, they just post up their problems, their personal issues,
Yeah.
and for no reason, and then they wonder why other people get involved, or people question whatever it is that's going on, and they're like, oh, there's nothing going on, but like, why put such not so subtle things online on social media, and then you wonder why other people get involved or have something to say or whatever.
Yeah. Dan, do you have something to add, bro? Because it looks like the mic is coming closer and closer to you.
No, nothing regarding that. But I mean, you gotta think about like Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. They all track your location anyways, regardless.
That's true.
And I think that's something you have to turn off manually, but usually on by default. But I mean, you can go on Facebook right now, and you can see everyone who's nearby you. Snapchat,
You can?
They have the geo map.
I was gonna ask you about that. Do you guys keep your geo map on for
I do.
Snapchat?
It doesn't bother me. I don't care if people know.
I don't think I do.
If you didn't change it, you're probably being tracked.
Yeah, it will tell you
Probably.
where
I
you
think I don't
are.
remember honestly, but I don't know if by default if Snapchat keeps it on or not. But there's a
My
geo
man's
map on
running into a Snapchat real quick.
Hold on. I don't use Snapchat often, and no, I
don't see you at my crib, so no. you
No,
don't
good,
know.
okay.
I don't think I've ever seen you.
no.
before
Okay,
either.
yeah. There goes another thing of privacy. I don't like the government knowing where I am. I don't want them to know
The
where I am.
government's looking just for
I
you,
know.
man. Just for you.
Yeah, right. If they want to find you, they'll find you.
Where's
man.
Claudio at?
I don't know. I just feel like privacy matters in everyone's life. I don't think that we need to post up everything that's happening in our day. Like, yeah, if you want to post up, I don't know, something that you find funny or something that you're passionate about, whatever. You know, if you love sports, go post up a couple things about sports, whatever. I just don't think that the world needs to know what I'm doing at every single moment, where I am, and stuff like that. So going back to the whole privacy thing with those two friends of mine, I don't know. I just found it really strange. Like couples knowing where each other are. I get it that there's a safety aspect. Like perfect example, my coworker, he knows that his girl gets out at 4 and that she's usually home by 4:30 almost all the time. And so maybe if she's not home by 5, he'll look at his thing and like, oh, okay, she's not in any danger. She's at ShopRite. She's Gucci.
I mean, but isn't there some level of communication though? Like, yeah, I'm gonna. Be
Yeah,
late.
yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
do this.
I guess I'm not sure. Like maybe in those instances where you can see each other's location, maybe there isn't much communication. Maybe it's just like, let me see where this person is.
Well, I think that's where the problem is. Like, if there isn't communication, that's where the trust gets lost, and that's where like insecurities come in. They check your phone to see, make sure you're not doing anything else. So I think the key part is always communicating. Like, hey, babe, I'm coming home. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a few. Oh, I went to go stop by the store to pick something up. Something like that. So something simple will diffuse that problem.
Well,
and
definitely, especially if you're living together.
No, absolutely.
Facts. Oh, 1 sec. Yeah, I don't know. I just found it really odd. And what do you guys think? I don't know. Do you guys think that people should be looking through each other's phones?
Well, I'm gonna ask Dan, since you're the single one here.
Ladies,
Say you were to get with somebody, and just randomly they're like, "Hey, can I see your phone?" How would you personally feel?
like, look, it doesn't bother me. Like, I'll let's be honest. Like, if I'm first of all, question: is this person who asked, what are they to me?
What are they to you?
Yeah, are they just a regular person?
No, they're
or-
your significant other.
Oh, okay, they're my significant other. Okay.
Yeah, or a love interest.
Okay, like Claudio, you already know we talked about this. I don't talk to any other girls while I'm dating somebody, so they can look through my phone all they want. The probably most they'll find is nothing because my porn is incognito.
Okay.
I really gotta start doing that. Incognito. Wait, just
I don't even want to look through your history, man.
hold on. I just want to know what happens if it's not an incognito mode. What, the government knows your likes?
No, it's just incognito.
You're that worried about the government? They don't care.
Like, yeah,
they don't care what.
I don't know, bro. They be collecting all types of information sometimes.
First of all, if the government's looking at you for your porn likes, what the hell are you watching?
The normal stuff. I'm just curious, bro. I'm
Normal
just
stuff. I don't know
curious.
what's normal to you is normal to different
Incognito
people.
doesn't save cookies. It doesn't save history. You know, it gets deleted after.
Hmm.
But yeah. Anyways, I don't mind the phone. They can look through my phone. I don't usually have anything to hide.
Okay. I mean, obviously everybody has their own perspective on it. Yeah, I just feel like personally, I just don't think it's.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like it. If anyone is asking me for my phone, no.
Yeah,
Nope.
like I've never tried to check her phone or even ask
exactly.
her like, oh, who you talking to?
Out of respect for the person, I will not ask that question.
I don't think I've ever asked a woman for their phone. I mean, the one girl I was dating, The Rock, when she was in the shower, her phone rang, and it was right next to me, and she told me to get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I didn't pick it up on myself. If it's there, it's there. I don't look.
Yeah.
Then I look, it's from Texas from her ex. I was like, hey, babe. And that's when shit went down.
Sorry. Sorry. No, yeah. Listen, if my girl's phone goes off and it's like a call and like, hey, your mom's calling you, whatever. But if it's text message, like, yo, not even looking at that.
Yeah, I honestly don't even pay attention
Like,
either, honestly.
yeah.
It's just like...
I don't know. My thing just always goes back to that. We live in a world where everything's recorded. Everyone knows what's going on in our lives. If we post a lot. If we don't, we like to keep our lives private and just in general. I just feel like your significant other knowing where you are at all times. I don't know, man. That's like some Big Brother shit. I'm not about that. That's weird. That's weird. Unless you're someone who's like prone. If you're like, you know what? The argument. If you have like dementia, you best believe I'm gonna
that's
fucking.
a different scenario.
I know it's a completely different scenario. I know it's a completely different scenario.
I know, right?
But that is the only time I can justify that, or maybe like you have a significant other who has some sort of health problem.
Would you share your location
On what?
on your phone if you were to have it, or they asked for it, and just they're always gonna know where you are?
Yeah. What do I do? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother me. Like I said, like they can look through my phone, they could get my GPS. Like my GPS shit is already on Facebook and on Snapchat. So I don't really have much to. I don't do much. You're not gonna really see me anywhere. What, I'm gonna be in jail, locked up for a few nights or something? At a random street corner? I don't know.
What was the crime?
Being on the street corner.
I know. What about you, Oscar? That same question, but to you.
Which one?
Do you share locations with your other?
I do not. Well, first of all, she has an Android, and I have an
Gang,
iPhone.
gang.
Android
so-
users, let's go.
Well, I'm actually. The funny thing is, I'm actually trying to get her to get an iPhone.
Wow,
Only
forcing.
because all of us, my family, her family, we all have iPhones, so it's easier to message.
You're
each
trying to
other.
force her. You're like, oh, I'm the man. I say how it goes. Or
No, she actually wants it too. So, but no, I personally wouldn't want to share locations like that. I just feel it's not that I don't want her knowing where I am or anything, because all I do is go to work and come back, and she. Again, communication. I always tell her, hey, I'm on my way. I just left work. Honestly, every day when I get out of work, I call her, like, hey, how you doing? I'm on my way. Do you want me to pick anything up? So, like, there's nothing there. So I don't feel the need to, like, have to share that in order for her, okay, he's here. He's 5 minutes away. He better be here in 5 minutes. Not saying she's going to say that, but, you know, it just gives that extra wiggle room for, like, somebody to even bring that up. You get me? And
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like it's really intrusive. Like if
that's a better word, yeah.
yeah, it's just I don't know. Yeah, I just keep on going back to the whole everyone should be allowed a little bit of privacy in their life. You know, not the whole world doesn't need to know everything about you. Just a little privacy. That's it. Just 10%. So, I don't know. If my girl asked me, I'd be like, no.
No, yeah.
But I could have your location if you want, but not mine.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
good.
just- like you said, it's not about like you're lying or hiding anything, but it's just more about.
You just want that privacy. That's it.
But the thing is, like, if she asks and you say no, now doesn't that kind of feel like you're hiding something?
No.
Because
Well,
in her eyes, it's gonna feel like, oh, maybe he's hiding something. Why did?
Well, in my
Oh,
eyes,
no.
too, it just
I
makes
don't
me
care.
feel. It would make me personally feel like, oh, she doesn't trust me. That's how I would feel.
Exactly. You would say, oh, she doesn't trust me, but you say no to her. Maybe she's just asking just because she just wants it. Maybe she just wants to,
But for
just in case.
for
Scenarios.
in my head, it's like, for what?
A lot
just
of
in case
people
for what?
Probably play the aspect of safety.
I'm just saying, in the past 32 years, I have not gone missing. I have not ended up in the hospital without anyone knowing. I've been perfectly fine.
That
So
streak is gone now.
Oh,
You can't jinx yourself like that, man. Come on.
You're
Knock
not going
on
to see
wood,
Claudia
baby.
after this podcast, by the way.
He's gonna walk outside of the apartment and get kidnapped right there.
nothing has ever happened to me in my life where people need to worry of where I am, what I'm doing. Simple as that. So there's no reason for anyone to ask me for my location. If they want to give me their location, by all means, give me your location. I will do absolutely nothing with that information. Nothing. I will not look at where you are. I will not give a fuck where you are. Simple as that. I don't think that people should be You remember in the good old days, I don't know, like the early 2000s where parents didn't even know where their kids were, but their kids just showed up anyway back home? That's what I'm talking about. How about we do that? There's no need for people to know where everyone else is. Unless, hold on, another reason why, devil's advocate, why this is actually good technology. When M has a phone.
Oof.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
I'm not ready for that, but go ahead.
Yeah, I'm not ready for that. For that, I'll probably get an Apple as well, just to make sure I know where she's at. Got to take care of my goddaughter. When M has a phone, okay, when do you think you're going to give M a phone?
Next year?
No.
Okay.
She probably wouldn't learn how to use it just to...
Yo, facts. These kids, they learn quick, bro. At kindergarten, they know how to work.
But I would say like early teen.
So you're going to
Early
force
teen?
her to have a location on?
Of course. No? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Man, how about she's like, no, daddy, fuck no.
No, but see, that's more of a safety issue. Like,
For a child in this day, oh my God. Best believe I want to know where my kid is.
In this day, I mean, everyone's safety is at risk at this point.
No, not adults. Not
well,
really.
I mean, a child's more at risk than an adult.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah. So, I'll advocate for that technology only for the fact of a child. Yeah, I want to know where that child is. I want to make sure they're not in the wrong place at the wrong time. Sure. But for adults, I don't think it's needed.
Before you guys leave here today, you guys are sharing your location or you're not leaving? You
My,
guys share the location with me.
bro, we're in your apartment.
Exactly. That's why you ain't leaving.
A word? Can I sleep over? Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it's weird, but teach his own at the same time. There. Honestly, I also think about there are other situations where people could be in semi-abusive relationships where the partner wants to know where that person is, and that does happen.
well, yeah, I mean that's another situation too where like you're already starting off in a bad relationship if it's gonna be like that.
Yeah.
So
To me, that's red flags
that's
left
a
and
red
right.
flag from the
Well,
beginning.
Red
I
flags.
mean, it also could depend. Like maybe that person's, their past is all, them being cheated on constantly, and now she's always gonna have that thought in the back of her head. Just like
Why
any
does that have
guy
to be
would.
a she?
I literally just like any guy would.
Oh,
literally
my
just put
bad.
That there.
I am so
Okay?
sorry.
He did.
It's the same way. You're gonna go into any new relationship feeling with some kind of feeling towards cheating now.
I mean I've been in past relationships where
Oh, we're about to get it dirty. Let's go.
I've been in past relationships where like they've been treated bad or been in a bad relationship.
Oh, so
been
they.
lied to, that where they felt uncomfortable with things with me where they asked about what's on my phone or where am I going, why did it take you so long to get home, stuff like that. I've been through where, like you mentioned before, like some people have a bad past and they just go through it, and I feel like that's something you have to work on with them, but I don't think it should stay the way like, hey, like things gonna be all right. You don't. Have
Oh, yeah.
You don't have to do this. You don't.
Yeah,
have to
so they
always-
shouldn't. They'll probably start off wondering like where you are at all
if
given
you just
times, but
agree to it and do
eventually.
it, it's just gonna continue doing, and they're gonna continue like,
it's
let me
just-
check your phone. You're definitely doing something. Who are you talking to? And it just becomes a normal thing, what that person's known for their whole life or whatever they went through, and I feel like that's something that should be adjusted.
I agree. You got to work on it with them.
I mean, a person is gonna, eventually kind of get used to that relationship and then start to understand that person more. Like, oh, he's actually that, he or she's actually really good to me and stuff like that. And it'll ease in.
Yeah, I mean that's where I went back to like, that's where communication is key. You just have to like let them know little subtle things. Where like, hey, like I said, I'm coming home. I stop by the supermarket to get something. Be home in a few.
Oh.
You don't have to give exact
You
minutes.
got to say, do you want anything?
What's that?
You go to the grocery store, you got to say, you want anything?
Yeah, I mean that's what I do. I literally do every time. Like I said, every time I get out of work, I call her and I'm like, hey, how you doing? How's the baby? I'm on my way home. Do you want me to pick anything up? Whether it's food, dinner, or just something she wants, she knows I'm on my way. I don't tell her like, hey, I'm gonna be home in 10 minutes. Expect me to be there in 10 minutes, and I show up in 15, and there's a problem.
Oh, yeah.
No, like God forbid there's traffic or something happens, or God forbid I want to stop by my mom's house for a minute. It's on the way there, or
No,
get Skittles at the store. Like, you know, like
the fuck Skittles.
yo, Skittles are delicious, bro. Don't be hating.
They are delicious, but I can never think about Skittles again after that party at your place. So Jeremy,
Oh my god, yo, we can make a whole podcast
No, that's
based on
another
really
podcast, by the way.
terrible parties. Oh,
it's memorable though.
yeah, it was memorable. I remember it was
For
before.
us, it was fun.
Yeah, I remember. What? It was right before I went to boot camp, right?
Yeah, right before you went. Yep.
Yep.
Oh boy.
Good days.
God, I'm trying to remember who. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna talk about. Never mind.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. So yeah. I mean, to each his own. I'm not about it. I also think that this is like the start, or at least this technology is the start of something worse to come in the future. Obviously now, Apple has the little trackers.
The Apple tags.
That's dangerous,
thank you.
That's super dangerous.
Yeah, the Apple. I
In
forget.
every way possible, I think.
Yeah. Like I understand, like they probably meant for it to be good. Where like, oh, if you lose your keys, you know where your keys are. But then stalkers were like, let me capitalize on this technology right now.
It's true. They have been. They do that to kidnap women and to steal cars and
Exactly,
stuff like that.
and that's why Apple had to push out those updates. Like now that if it's a tag that you're not familiar with and it's in your vicinity, your phone will tell you like, whoa.
There's an Apple tag nearby. Is it yours?
Yeah, they have that. They have an Android app that also tells you if there's Apple tags nearby, so you can look.
Oh, really?
Word?
Yeah.
Yo,
Okay.
I gotta download that shit. I gotta find out if there are tags next to me.
You gotta find like 5 in your car.
Where am I going? Work. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that's opening up more dangerous doors for no one to have privacy.
I think overall technology has made things harder, honestly, too. Just like with phones, social media.
Yeah, and it gives just people more opportunities to take advantage and find out things. I don't know. I'm not about it.
I mean, people went through relationships without
Yeah,
cellular phones in the past, and
exactly. And they survived.
of course, there's people out there that
Cause
cause problems. But it's,
when I was thinking about this topic, I was watching a video on YouTube. No, another podcast on YouTube, and the guy actually brought up something related to this. It's that looking at other people's locations actually makes you more anxious. And in his story, he put they had the tracker for their kid, and it was supposed to say like, hey, your daughter is supposed to be in school at this time, but it was showing that the daughter was blocks and blocks away, and so they freaked out. And they called the school, and
I think I heard about this. Yeah.
Yeah, and the school freaked out. Like, what are you talking about? Your kid's in school right now. Like, no, she's not. My iPhone says that she's like blocks and blocks away. Where is she? Mind you, at that time when he was telling the story, the kid was in like second grade. So of course, like if I had a second grader, I'd be freaking the fuck out if I didn't know if they were in school. And so he came to find out that there was just a little bit of a glitch in the hardware. Technology is not that reliable. Most people think it is reliable, but it's not always that reliable. And so in that instance, them as parents looking at their phones, wondering where their kid was, brought them tons of anxiety. But realistically, the kid was always in school. They weren't blocks away from school. It was just a glitch. And I feel like technology does that.
No, I agree too. Like even if like not saying that I will look at it, but if somebody were to give me their location, like you said, kind of gives you like the anxious thing where like, oh, let me just take a look.
Yeah.
Like I right now I wouldn't want to. I don't care. Like I don't need to have anybody's location, but if I were to have it, it will give me the opportunity. Like, hey, let me just take a peek, and it just I feel like that would just turn into something else.
Yeah, it would just be constantly monitoring the Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Monitoring the person repetitively every 10 minutes, every 15 minutes, every hour. It's anxiety inducing, honestly, because you see them maybe like shift from their normal pattern just for like a moment, and you start wondering like what's going on.
And the thing too is like, I know you guys don't know about iPhones, but you have that thing where it says like, you share your location where it's always on, but you also have an option of like, hey, I'm here, like say I'm trying to meet up with you, say you have an iPhone,
Okay.
I'm like, oh, here I'm in Jersey City, here I'll send you my location. You can send a one-time location, so you get like, oh, that's where he is. Let me meet him up there.
Okay.
As
Didn't know
opposed
that.
to having a constant live feed of your location.
First off, I work in IT. I know how to use an iPhone, right?
Bro,
just
I work
saying,
in
I'm just
IT.
saying,
I don't know how to work an iPhone.
Secondly, Android has the same thing.
It does?
Yes.
Oh, man, I'm really bad at my job then. I didn't know that.
Yeah, where I feel that's a little, at least a medium, I guess, if you want to call it, where, hey, if you need to know where I am at the moment real quick, or, hey, meet me up in this place, I one time send my location, this is where I'm at, meet me up here, as opposed to having a live
You know
feed
what?
of every
Yeah.
step of the way that I go.
That's what people should do. People should do that. Like, hey, where you at? Like, oh, this...
And that gives you the option of like, hey, not saying you want to go and like, oh, no, I don't want to show my location, say no, but at least it gives you the option of like, hey, here it is. Or even if it's somebody random asking you, you don't want them to know where you are, don't send them the location. As opposed to having a live step-by-step
Yeah.
movement of where you are, where you're going, what direction you're going.
It just reminds me of... hey, guys, have you guys ever seen Shark Week
No.
on Discovery?
I have, I guess, but yeah. with a lot,
So, yeah, obviously, you know, it's all about sharks and whatnot. But there's one show where they show how they, you know, grab a shark, they tag them, and then they follow the shark minute by minute, day by day, month by month for a whole year to see where they're at. To me, the whole live feed thing makes me feel like that. Not like a shark, but someone just being tracked at any given moment of the day. Like, there's no peace with that. Knowing that someone can honestly look at your location like, oh, well, I better not go. I better not break my routine and go to.
not go to McDonald's and you told you're going to Burger King.
I don't know, yeah, something like that. You know,
Instead.
like if you have a routine and then your partner knows your routine and then you know that they look at your location the whole entire time, I feel like that type of observation, especially if you know if your partner looks at the location at least daily, minimum daily. I just feel like that kind of observation just makes you question, like, can I break my normal routine? Like, maybe I don't want to get a cup of coffee here. Maybe I want to go to the other side of town and grab a slice of pizza. Will that person look at me differently for some reason or start questioning my motives just because I had an instant craving for pizza?
Exactly.
No, because pizza's amazing.
Well, yeah, besides that, pizza is amazing. I don't know. I just feel like it makes both people anxious in two different manners. It makes the person looking at the screen wondering where you are anxious if you change your routine, and then it makes the person being tracked anxious because then they feel like they can't change up the routine at all.
Yeah.
I'm not about that.
I mean, that's a good point. I mean, that's kind of how I see it as well, too, where, God forbid, like I said, you want to...
Yeah, what if you want to go to KFC and just slap on like 13 nuggets and go ham?
What the fuck?
But then you told your girl, like, no, I'm on diet. Yeah, I've been eating salad all day. You don't want her questioning while you're at KFC. You just want to have your...
Doesn't KFC have salads? I'm pretty sure
No.
every restaurant has salads these days.
Not KFC.
Well, we all know Claudio never got a salad at KFC.
I got the little snackers. I love the snackers so much. Oh, we need to get KFC to sponsor this. What can we do?
Hashtag at KFC.
KFC, what do we got to do, bro? That or Popeyes? I'll take Popeyes too.
So I guess this comes into question. Okay, so you talk about privacy of location-wise. Now, how about if your significant other wants passwords to social medias?
To social medias?
Yeah, do you allow it?
Bro, I don't even know the passwords to my own social medias. They're just there.
I use my
They're just theirs. They created by themselves.
I know. I just opened the app and that's it. I don't even know the passwords to my own social media. I'm fucked if I ever lose my phone.
I mean, I think that's kind of the same thing in terms of privacy. I mean, like I told you, I barely use my social media other than
Likewise.
honestly look up stuff and share videos that we all do, obviously.
Yeah. Same group chats.
Yeah, I think that's also another level of privacy, in my opinion, that why would you need to log into somebody else's account to see what they're doing? I think that's no different than the same thing as, you know, on your phone, your text, your password, going through your phone or anything like that.
You just brought up a really good point. So I know my cousin doesn't listen to this podcast, thank the Lord. So my cousin married this guy, and they weren't trusting of each other at all. Like right from the get-go. From the first day dating to the day they got married to the day they have kids, even to this day when their kids are like 20 already, they have no trust in each other. They had to create a joint Facebook.
I've seen people do that.
I've seen that.
That is creepy. That is weird. That is a no-go for me. They had to create a joint Facebook because they just couldn't trust each other. They wanted to make sure, like, oh, he's friends with who? Who's messaging him? And the same thing for him. Like, who's she friends with? Who is messaging her?
See, I think that's overboard.
Oh, yeah,
That's
100%,
definitely,
bro.
like, not even so much invasion of privacy. It's just you're losing your identity.
You're losing your identity. You have absolutely no privacy in the world. It's not that you're trying to hide anything. You just want privacy. Maybe you like a certain type of video that other people won't find funny. And I'll give a good example. So I follow a couple of dark military humor pages that a normal person would not find funny.
It's fucked up, man.
Yeah, 100%. They say some jokes that I would laugh at because it's dark humor. I know the dark humor, but
You understand it. Yeah.
yeah, I understand it. I've been through it, so I get it. A normal civilian will hear it and they will think I'm a monster for laughing at it. It's not that I'm a monster, it's just because I understand the humor because I was in it. That's it. I had experience with it. So maybe I want that type. I want to hide stuff like that.
Yeah, I like I said before, I think that's too much. I do find that weird as well. Just
The whole sharing.
the whole sharing account on a social media.
Yeah,
just
and then-
you guys are together now, and unless it's something in terms of a business, then yeah. But for a personal account, I think that's just a little bit.
It's weird.
That's a little weird, and you're losing your identity as a person. You're not like, even if, like, obviously we're married. Even if you're mad with somebody, you still have to keep your identity to a certain extent.
That's very true.
Obviously, like, you don't just lose yourself.
You have to be your own
There's a reason
person.
Why you guys fell in love with each other and are together, because you guys are your own person and that's what you guys like. But then once that becomes the whole account thing where you said, it's just, I feel like just you lose yourself as a person, and yeah, that's weird to me.
Dan, what do you think?
You can have my password. It is.
Now, hold on. I'm curious. Do you?
Yes, my password is randomized with a bunch of different numbers, letters, characters.
Right now. I swear to God.
No.
I don't know it by heart. I have everything saved in the program that makes the passwords for me.
Okay.
So
Safety first.
Obviously, me and Oscar, we barely post anything ever. We prefer to have our lives private for good reason. We just like our privacy. You, as someone who obviously we've known you for years, and obviously you've posted every single place that we've all been to together.
Memories.
Is that why you do it? Memories?
That's memories, boys.
Oh my God! Fuck out of here!
Anything someone say?
Damn, baby. Now's the time.
Yeah, there's some memories that shouldn't be shared.
Everything can be shared with a click of a button.
Yeah, and also a black box around my face too.
Those were memories we couldn't be deprived of.
So, okay. So here's a couple questions for you then, because you're the one who, out of the group, who basically tells everyone where we are. That's why we don't even have to have location on.
Just ask Dan. He'll know
Oh, I
where
think so. That's why you don't invite me anywhere.
Fucking bullshit, bro. We invite you all the time. You just don't want to come out. No, yeah. Honestly, we don't have to put our location on because you tell the whole world where we're at every time, except for Chicos Bonitas.
Yeah, because I was told not to.
Everybody knows about that.
Do they?
Did they? I don't know.
I never said anything.
Same.
What are you talking about?
Wait, really? Okay. You threw me out there.
He's like, oh, did I fuck up?
I didn't say it, so.
Oh shit.
He brought it up. He
So
brought it up, yeah.
okay, so first of all, why do you feel like you need to share your location or what you're doing when you do something?
Hey, put me on the spot.
I know, but I'm trying to get to a point though.
Just in case there's any single ladies on my Facebook when I'm meeting. No, just kidding. No, I don't know. It's just like when you're out, you're just chilling, and it's like, well, just post something. It's just like, ever since Facebook started, I've been doing it. It's just like at that point. Just
Yeah, I know, bro. I have
part of that
memories.
routine, you know?
I have memories that go back like 15 years. Like, hey, do you remember where you were 15 years ago? Like, I don't, but Dan definitely does.
I do.
I'm not gonna lie though. When I was younger, high school, even in college, I definitely did post up a lot more. I
Likewise.
used to post up every day or every other day sometimes. Even it was just obviously it was different back then with MySpace or Facebook. It was literally, hey, chilling with my boys. Like that would be the post.
Yeah, likewise.
There was no tagging yet. There was no
With the boy.
yeah. But I don't know. As I got older, I just felt like personally, just my privacy was just
more important.
I wouldn't say. I mean, it was always important, but I just felt like I didn't need to let everybody know what I was doing, just because I've had some experiences, like even going back to the whole tracking thing, where like, oh, you weren't. I thought you said you weren't going out, even if it's just a friend that you lied to that you weren't going out. You tag up something. Oh, hey, that you were at this bar. And you're like, oh, I don't know you were going there. How come you didn't invite me, or how come you didn't tell me? Or I mean, if it is a significant other that's giving you that spiel.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Mouse for a second.
Oh, that too. I mean, see, exactly, like stuff like that. Like
He wouldn't say anything. He'll just show up.
But why give him the opportunity to know where you're at?
Facts.
But that's kind of the point where, like, I mean, when I was younger, that was obviously a bigger issue. But then as I grew up, I was like, I don't need to let people know where I am or what I'm doing all the time. Obviously, there's certain times where, like, oh yeah, I want to share this. Like, you know, you share like us going to the movies or whatever. But I don't know. I don't want to say I grew out of that, because I mean, it's people do it all the time, even all different types of ages. But just personally, myself, I just don't do it anymore.
Likewise.
Yeah.
Trust me, there are too many times when I go on Facebook just for the memes, and then out of nowhere, like, hey, do you remember you saying this? And I look at a younger version of me just telling the whole world everything I was thinking at that moment. Like, oh my God, if I can go back and just slap the shit out of my younger self, I would. And I look at it, I'm like, okay, well, I'm not going to make that mistake of just telling the whole world every single thing I'm thinking about, what I'm doing, where I'm at. Like, no. I'm good. There's no need. That's it. No need.
I just want people to know I have friends.
You are with your friends when you don't need nobody else to know.
I mean, like, it's just we don't even go out as much anymore, you know. So it's like,
bro, we invite you all the time. You're like, nah, man, I can't.
That's not what I'm saying. So it's like we don't go out as much as we used to.
Yo, you want to go Korean hot pot?
I do want to go.
Yo,
we're all in on that already.
So
by
I
the
can
way.
check in.
That'll check. I'll allow that.
That, bro, yo, tell the whole world where I'm at. I don't go.
Timeline.
Well, we're doing sushi Saturday, but
Pass.
I already saw that.
hold on, you didn't let me finish. The Saturday after, so 2 weeks from yesterday, Korean hot pot. 13 days from now.
Did he just say 2 weeks from yesterday?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good for anytime K-pop. I'm good.
Word. 13 days from now, we're gonna be having K-pop.
Gotcha.
Mark it in your fucking calendar, Oscar.
I'll put it in, man. I'll make sure we go there and we'll get tagged.
Mind you, I checked. There's no reservations, so we're gonna be waiting a while.
We'll send you one first. We'll send you an hour and ahead.
No. You guys find me at the bar like 3 blocks away. I'm gonna be getting tipsy before hitting Korean. But regardless of that, I don't know. If in an example where someone needs to know where I am, I don't know. Text me, call me. That's it.
Yeah, just
that's
simple.
it.
Simple.
I'm not putting on my geolocation. I'm not putting on my tracker.
I feel like I need someone else here that's like on my side, because I feel like I'm getting gangbanged and not in a good way.
I mean, yo, you want to phone someone in?
Yeah.
You need a lifeline?
Want to call J-Pal, get him on speaker.
I can guarantee you that he'll be on our side.
I feel like J-Faz is one of those people who just don't tag, or he doesn't even use Facebook.
He stopped. He used to use it all the time too, just like I used to do it all the time.
But then he grew up and learned. Bam, 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 bam. I don't know. I just think the world doesn't need to know everything about you. The world doesn't need to know where you are at any given moment. You are allowed some privacy in your life. You're allowed to be mysterious. You're allowed to disappear for a couple hours and just do whatever you want.
Okay, that's just that's one person's opinion though. If I want to be known, I'm gonna be known.
Yeah, if you want to be known, if you're on the opposite side where you want everyone to know where you're at, what you're doing, by all means, have at it. But I just feel in this world there are the people who want privacy, and then there are people who don't want privacy and want the whole world to know what they're doing. By all means, do it. Go for it. As someone who likes privacy, I'm gonna reel it in. You want to know where I am? Call me. You want to know what I'm doing? Text me. That's it. If you want to know where I'm really at, slap a geotag or not geotag. An Apple tag, is that what they're called? Apple tags?
Apple tags.
Yeah, slap an Apple tag on my beautiful car.
Apple is not very unique with their name. Just throw Apple in front of a word, and that's it.
Interesting. Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue with you on that one.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That's all I got then on privacy. Let me just give you the highlights if anyone skipped through the episode. I believe we all should have our own privacy. I don't think we should be checking in on our significant others like that via tracker location. If you want to know where someone is, call them or shoot them a text. And yeah, that's it. Oh, and don't be checking through people's phones because that's disrespectful to people. It's true. It's disrespectful.
Again, everybody has their own opinion on that.
Hold on. I want to do a comparison. Not comparison. Maybe comparison is a word. Maybe metaphor is a word. Maybe analogy. Maybe a simile. Whatever. I feel like when people look through other people's phones, it's almost as if, hey, I've never seen you naked, but get butt naked right now. I want to see everything.
God damn, what the
I know. It's only because it's an invasion of privacy, as if you were to be undressed without you wanting to be undressed. To me, that's the best comparison of why.
That's sexual harassment, man.
I know it's sexual harassment. I know, but it's just that, like, it's that type of invasion of privacy.
So
I'm not.
Privacy harassment.
Yeah, that works too. Privacy harassment.
Call on HR.
HR, yeah, I know a couple of people in HR.
I know some HR that don't give a fuck. Pretend like they're not there.
I'm not gonna say anything to insult HR people. I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, well, that's all I got.
All right.
What are these sounds?
Big O, you got any last input?
Not really. I mean, I said what I had to say, and I know you do feel like you're the odd man out, but I mean, I do agree with Claudio too, where just you need to have your own privacy just for your own sanity and just for everybody's sanity.
That is the perfect way of saying it. For your own sanity. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to have somebody tracking me, knowing every single moment, everything I'm doing. There's that level of communication and trust that you guys should have, and just not feel insecure about anything, and live a normal life, I guess.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the word to use, but just.
I just want to point out, China's reconning on all their people, and look how they feel oppressed. Not about that.
All right, I'm the third wheel here.
You're not
It's
a
like
third.
everywhere I go.
Oh, hold on. Someone once told me a saying. You're holding the candle. You guys
should
ever
have stopped the last time you had the mic.
Oh, I'm sorry. Have you guys ever heard? Have you guys ever heard that saying? You're the person holding the candle.
No, that's why we stood silent.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know. It was such a weird saying. I never understood it until I had to go deep into Urban Dictionary, 17 entries deep. I'm like, oh, that's what it means. It's like being a third wheel.
Yeah, I think this is a good time to
My bad.
cut
My
this
bad.
episode.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you guys for listening. Episode 10 of Privacy. Make sure you follow us on all social medias at No Sugar Added and all podcast platforms at No Sugar Added. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to email us at ask@nosugaraddedpodcast.com. And we'll see.
Oh, wait. I just want to add, if you guys don't know, we're on YouTube now, so we do have videos
Live. Yes. Oh, sorry. The
for some of our episodes, like this
Video on
episode
demand, yes.
and the previous 2 episodes. So if you guys want to put some faces to the names or faces to the voices, find us on YouTube at
No
Sugar Added Podcast. Woo! Okay, that's it. As far as I know.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
Okay.
Thanks for tuning.
Okay, now. Okay, I do use better. Bye.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you would like to support, please follow us on your favorite podcast platform and leave a review. Visit us at nosugaraddedpodcast.com for all the details.